Bonjour everyone, welcome to my channel, Petit Voyageur. My name is Brent, and I am making a YouTube channel because I don't see a lot of videos featuring the French in North America. There's a lot of content creators out there like Brandon F., Chris the Redcoat, and other groups of people that are covering this era, and they are fantastic channels. There is no hate towards them, and they make a great content. But when trying to find a channel like them, but for the French, I can't really find anything. So it was with this decision in mind that I'm deciding to make that channel and try to provide you guys the best content about the French in North America possible. See, the French in North America is a not really talked about sort of topic. We kind of mention it, but oftentimes it's just a real quick mention and then that's it. Which is strange because when we take a look at a lot of places throughout the Mississippi River area into the Midwest, there is a ton of French names and areas that are influenced by the French, but we don't really get to talk about them. The reason being is because the British won the French and Indian War and they kind of took over the area. The British expansion there gives us a lot of rain of the day. But we can't just necessarily just forget the French roots, because the French roots still grew here in America. And while it wasn't as big as the British colonials or anything like that, they still have a very important part in our American history. So with that in mind, I decided to make this channel, and I'm going to cover a lot of different topics about the French in North America. We're going to be covering the militia aspect, the weaponry that was used, the tactics that were used, and kind of talking about the notion of, is militia really all that bad? Or is there some differences and were there some good and some bad? We're also going to talk about the various jobs that they would have had during this time. Talk about shoemaking, the fur traders themselves, the farmers, everyone else. We'll also talk about the livelihoods that they would have, how they would be able to come to this area and be able to make it here in America. On top of that, we're also going to talk about the Native Americans that the French would be working with. Oftentimes we know that throughout history, Native Americans get a bad rap, and we oftentimes see not so good portrayals of them, and oftentimes we do hear about the negative aspects that they unfortunately had to face. The Trail of Tears, the denial of treaties, all sorts of different things like that. Well, for the French, their relationship with the Native Americans was a lot different and a lot more complex. So I want to highlight all of those different relationships because I think it is a fascinating topic. Some of the things that the French would wear come from Native Americans, the allies that they would have, all of the different control. So we're going to be going over all of that. So I hope you enjoy this channel. I'll be trying to make videos throughout the summer because I'll have a lot of free time. And I hope you enjoy. And let's see how the French really lived here in America.